Hello everyone, and welcome to the most beautiful zoo in the world. And I know that's a pretty tall order considering, the entire situation that Zoodesia Zoo currently finds itself in. A mishmash of paths and painfully protruding bits of shops that are... Oh, get back under there. For crying out loud, you don't need to let everybody, see the back of the shop. We're supposed to be almost Disney-like in our quality of being able to hide the behind-the-scenes stuff. There we go. All right, at least we've taken care of that. So yes, I know that it may seem very odd indeed, one of the most gorgeous zoos you will ever see, since we're actually enjoying the brand new computer. Oh my gosh, it feels like I am sliding across butter as we are surveying the entire zoo. Look at how gorgeous this is. Look at this panda. We can look at this panda in even more high definition with all the glory that its beautiful panda body should have than we have ever done before. We can go frolic in the waterfalls without having to worry about any lag. This is amazing. Look at the baby panda. Look at the baby panda. Which baby panda is that? Jaja! It's Jaja the baby panda. Oh, I really hope that the guests don't make Jar Jar Binks jokes about Jaja. He deserves to be appreciated for his own adorableness. Look at this. Look at this. Oh, he's so cute. But yes, so guys, sorry that we have had a little bit of a hiccup from visiting Zoodesia Zoo. We were in Sahula Sands for a couple days in a row, and normally we alternate our adventures because we are very busy in our pixel biology community. But if you guys didn't hear in the Sahula Sands episodes, my other computer, the loyal one that we have had for so many years, named Peapod, who has until now been the home of all of the adventures that you have seen. She's been the machine that we have basically done all of our adventures on. She started to melt on the inside and get up to 250 degrees Fahrenheit. You're not supposed to do that, just for the record, in case you were wondering. That's not how computers are supposed to work. So basically her odds and ends were starting to age out, and we put her through the paces quite severely every week, and the time came to get a new computer. An entirely new computer from the ground up, and my beloved Chips helped me to build it. And one of the most important things that we were trying to focus on was making sure that these adventures would remain as glorious as possible. And I think we have managed to pull it off. Look at how smooth everything is. Like butter, friends! Like butter! And if it's not smooth like butter, I need to get a new video editing program. But that's enough of the behind the scenes kind of updating y'all on what's been going on to make these adventures even possible. Let's go ahead and check on how everyone in the zoo is doing. Now that we have started to do Zoo Flipper, and now that we're finally, not having our money tank out on us, and our guests are somewhat happy with us, and our animals are somewhat happy, I'm just really relieved to take all of the lessons that we have gained in Planet Zoo and start remaking this whole zoo again and again. I just really love the idea that we have that challenge of sticking with this zoo and for the foreseeable future, basically, because this was the OG place. This was the very first zoo we came in. And I don't know, I understand the appeal of restarting and just scrapping entire zoos and finding new funders to open up new zoos. But I'm really proud that for all of the mistakes that you see, this is where we started, and we're just going to carry on from here. So I'm trying to figure out what I want to work on next. That's kind of like, just pick a spot, Seri. Everything needs some serious work. Puns fully intended. But let's check on what Hercules is doing, because I do want to get Hercules some pod mates. Oh, and some vet research is done. Huzzah! And let's check in on the little baby bongos. In fact, that'll probably be what I want to work on next, is finishing up this rainforest oasis that we're trying to build, and making sure that Hercules, who apparently is living it up in here right now, can get a mate of his own since he is now old enough. But what would you guys like to see? That actually would be really fun. Leave your comments. Leave your comments on what you think we should work on next. And then we'll start doing future episodes where I'll have you guys join me for a VIP tour. We'll roll the random generator to pick from the comments. And then you guys can be the VIP guest or the VIP, oh, how should I put this? like a zookeeper who's visiting from out of town, and like we have a visitor coming with us, and then you'll be the ones, you know, roleplay-esque, who will accompany us and will fix up one of the things that you guys suggested that day. I think that sounds fantastic now that we have gotten into the point where our zoo is more or less at least maintained, even if we still have a little bit of a way to go to make sure those finances stay nice and pretty. Oh, and the Goliath bird eater toucan had more babies! Congratulations, toucan! She's been doing very good at that. And actually, I believe that, oh, and even more vet research is done. All right, and we're researching a bunch of diseases because we need to get more animals, so we start having research for everything. But we're researching a whole bunch of diseases right now to make sure that whatever happens in the future, we'll be able to take good care of our animals, which I really like. But yeah, guys, totally please leave your suggestions for what you think we should work on in Zoodesia Zoo next. And then we'll start piling up like, so-and-so gets to join us as the zookeeper for the day, which I think would be really fun. All right, oops, and we have some stressed out animals. I wonder... Let's put down some signs over here. Because I wonder if the do not disturb signs need to be spread over to this side so people don't start like yelling at the animals. Guest education. This would be, yeah, look, because this is where they were saying the flamingos were getting stressed. So maybe if we put down a few more do not disturb signs along here, people can finally respect our flamingos' privacy. There we go. Those are very powerful. Never underestimate a little bit of authority on a stick. Apparently that works. Ooh, and look at all those people. We need to get money from them. But yeah, okay, I'm really excited. I'm so excited about the new zoo, because just look at this. I can't stop coming and playing in the waterfall and just rolling around and how beautiful it is. And I'm really excited actually about starting to pull in more of your guys' ideas by just like picking a zookeeper, or like we'll say that you're like the VIP guest and following you around. But I've said that enough times. All right. Carrying on, for today, let's see if we can actually add another hippo to Hercules's pod, because he is now old enough to start his own pod. So he needs to find a family of his own. Let's look for Pygmy hippo. We're going to go with Pygmy hippo, filter. And what do we have? There's one female available. Uno female. You know what? She's not very healthy. She's not going to live very long. She's 10 years old, so she's twice his age. But she's all we got. And maybe, you know, maybe no one else wanted to take her in. Maybe that's the case. Okay, I need to look up a bunch of names about like nymphs and other like Greek and Roman gods and goddesses and legends, so that we'll be able to name Hercules' new mate after perhaps a tragic figure, since she is not going to live very long. But that should hopefully make Hercules happy, because as a pygmy hippo, he is pretty solitary, but he does like to have some socialization. Up to 3 females in his pod size is what he'll do. But remember guys, unlike the common hippo, which is much larger and has many other characteristics that are very different, namely size, the pygmy hippo is much more independent. They kind of like to keep to their own little rivers and creeks. Is he gonna play in the leaves? Oh, he nudged the leaves. I love you too. I love you too, Hercules. Oh, he knows how to make me happy. Oh, and the vet research is now done. Yay! Oh, but we need to make him happy! Oh, apparently he's really bored. He needs some... Oh, Hercules, I had no idea. Hang in there, buddy. So he wants to have more animals that are his type. Oh, look at that! And now he's happy! Because we have the new pygmy hippo. Sweet! I need to look up some names. I'm just gonna pull up, like, Greek nymph names. And I'm just going to pick one of the first ones that I see. Oh wow, there's actually nymphs named after different types of trees. Like apparently if you're a forest nymph, you're a dryad. And if you are a water nymph, you're a hyadrad. So let's actually name her Hydrad. What a name. I think it's pretty cool. She seems pretty perky. Alright, so, pygmy hippo care time. apparently the novelty quality. He really wants something novel. You know what's novel and what we totally need to put in here for Hercules? We need to put the gimbal back in. Oh, give me that gimbal. Do you guys remember the gimbal? I remember the gimbal. All right, wait, let's see. And I wonder if it's just a toy that's only for the pygmy hippo, because it's ridiculously cool. I want whatever other animals want this gimbal thing, I want to have them in our zoo. Toy. The gyro! That's what it is! The gyro enrichment item. The African elephant, the large hippo, the Indian elephant, and the Indian rhino all happen to love this. Boom. There we go. I can't wait to see him throw that around. Also, Panda's mating! More pygmy hippo babies! Yes! She's expecting offspring already! The heck! That's fantastic! Oh, also, I think I just accidentally pulled up the animal trading and saw another female. Sure enough. Why not? Let's go ahead. We'll get this one and we'll name her maybe like Dryad since we have Hydrad. All right, pygmy hippo. They're not very healthy, but they're Hercules' first mates. Actually, what was Hercules' wife name? Well, there was Megara and Hera and a mortal woman. Oh, wow, there were a lot of wives. Okay, we'll work on that. We'll work on that. All right, and flamingos are a little stressed, but I think that they'll cool. Oh, look at the baby pygmy hippo in the water. That's so cute. Oh, that reminds me. I do want to come in and add some rocks to the bottom of the pygmy hippo pool. All right, so let's put in some nice rocks. Let's see. So that it looks more like what you would expect the bottom of a pool to look like. There we go. And I might put in some like logs or other rocks and things. The giant pandas are about to mate! Do we have panda babies incoming? That would be very exciting. Oh, you guys. Oh, you guys. All right, all right. We need to make this area look prettier too. I'm noting a definite lack of romantic bamboo and cherry blossoms. Definitely need to add those in. Oh. Yes, and she's expecting offspring. Okay, that's really a wonderful thing. And we definitely need some more cherry blossoms to celebrate. Wait, that's at. Wait, at the second? At the second, who's your mother? Unknown mother. Oh, thank goodness. I was really worried about that for a second. All right, where'd the panda that just got put in the crate go? That's very frustrating when that happens. So, you're gonna be a grandpa. I got a mate, and actually, I'm just gonna put him on contraceptives then, because actually his son actually ended up being the one to mate with the female I got. Huh. Well, you know that happens. Oh good, and she's out of the crate. So, Hyoling, I'm gonna rename her to, Chi-Chi. There we go. And she is now expecting At's grandchild! Fantastic! Okay, that makes me very happy. Alright, so, wow, okay, the Temple of At has a bunch of stuff going on too. There's just a lot happening. This is why I need your guys' help at like picking a thing and just sticking to it. And like I said, today was supposed to be the pygmy hippos. We added the little gyro thing. And let's try to make this area a bit nicer. I think I'm gonna get rid of this coconut palm. And we'll focus on improving this zone today. I've been thinking we need to add in maybe a little bit more space over here for the animals. So maybe I'll actually come in and start... Well, we don't really need to flatten the terrain. But let's pause. Lily, the giant panda, is about to pass away of old age. Oh, the cycle of life and death. Oh, it's so much. It can be so hard. All right, before we let that happen, let's actually go ahead and we're gonna expand the territory that these animals can, the bongos and our pygmy hippo, ironically, and some of the others can wander into. And while we're at it, we're going to swap out having the wooden fencing for my absolute favorite. You guys know by now, I build with rocks. Why should we bother with anything other than rocks when they are so effective? We want some nice tropical rocks, that's all. Go away, blueprints, for crying out loud. All right, and we'll try to do this really quickly so that we don't spend forever about it. All right. Put down some rocks. Nice. Along the spots where... There we go. I'm probably gonna want to make those a little bit bigger, for sure. So that we don't have the bongo just, like, bouncing straight out like my zebra, who continue to just, like, escape non-stop in the Zoodesia Zoo. Quite the headache, if you haven't seen it yet. Alright, let's see. Some more big rocks up here. We'll make them look nicer in a second. For now, it's just a matter of, like, please stay within your maintained area. Alright, oh, little rocks. There we go. Zen garden rock placement with Seri. This is part of the work too, guys. You thought poop scooping was a lot of work to maintain our wonders as the zookeepers of this pixel biology world? Well, little did you know, it also has a lot to do with moving rocks. Alright, let's put these down. I'm actually excited because I think what we'll do is we'll make a pretty waterfall coming back here. And I wanted to make it eventually so guests can, like, walk through this mountain. We're going to continue to play with that idea in the future. For now, I just want to make sure that we have good spots for our animals. Alright, I don't think we're going to have any escapees through there. Alright, Lily. Oh, Lily! She's sleeping peacefully. So we're gonna let's get a few cherry blossoms in the ground around her. Because why not? This is very lovely. And then we'll grab some bamboo. Oh, Lily! Oh, there she goes, you guys. Rest in peace, Lily. Thank you so much for being part of us, or our family, for so long. I don't even remember how her family tree worked out at this point, but I'm gonna miss her. Oh, here, we'll go ahead. We'll do another one of these ones with the beautiful blossom if I can get everything correct. Let's see. I know, animal died. Lily, rest in peace. I actually like the idea that she could just be right down here. Just very curious and friendly. This is going to be a statue of Lily. We have had so many pandas. We really need to make a bigger deal about our pandas to celebrate the fact that they are the ones, ever since the beginning, with the great, wonderful On, who have helped Zoodesia Zoo to grow and thrive. I will always remember and honor them. Alright, let's see. Honor them. Oh dear. Sorry, I couldn't help it when I realized that could be a pun. Alright, so that's taken care of. Poor panda. Oh, the Pygmy hippos, I think, are much happier with the space. Crowding issues are present. Can my Pygmy hippo not climb? Animal welfare. Let's see. Habitat. Traversable area. We vastly increased the amount of space it had. Oh, but I wonder... We need more water! Yay! We can totally handle that. That's actually something I was just thinking about doing. Like, literally more or less where the Pygmy hippo happens to be. So we're actually gonna make a little waterfall over here. There we go. Then we'll go down quite a bit. Hi! Yeah, you know what's gonna be happening over here. Which one are you? Are you the unnamed female? It is the unnamed female. We're gonna go ahead and name her, let's see, Pygmy, which apparently is one of Hercules' wives. He had more than I realized. Alright. Terrain. Oh, maybe it would be fun. Maybe it would be fun to set up something that we could say is like a theater of some kind that could do Greek tragedies, Greek and Roman tragedies, like reenact. Oh, we should do that. We should set somewhere up and then say, that like theater students come to reenact plays. I love that idea. I'm sure there's some sort of like tiny little, what would you even call it? Coliseum or a gazebo? What are those things called? An amphitheater. There we go. We'll look up a good blueprint for an amphitheater and see if we can add it in soon. There, and look at that little water spot. Oh, wonderful! And now the pygmy hippos are much happier. Ah, see? This is great. Oh, and Rivet, the Amazonian giant centipede, who lives in centipedes in the cabinet, has just had more babies with Drillbit. Oh dear, and somebody has destroyed that. How rude. Maybe one of you guys will want to come in and spend your day being like a security official, double checking on everything. Also, I think I just saw, is that our bug zookeeper? Yeah, the village zookeeper, Juliana. And she actually has been taking good care of the exhibit animals. Look at them! Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Oh, holy moly, we have so many of them. Okay, we're gonna trade away most of them. But we're gonna keep a couple Goliath bird eaters to breed, the gold ones. And we're gonna keep a couple Brazilian salmon tarantulas to breed. Because why not? And I'll keep a couple of the gold giant burrowing, oh no, I just selected them. The gold giant burrowing cockroaches, just because they're actually very sweet apparently and take good care of their young. Alright, and let's quick trade. Look at that, $10,000 just from gathering up a few of the bugs that have happily bred in our village. You can't discount how amazing the insects are, in my opinion, guys. Alright, so let's wiggle down in here. Let's finish up our little waterfall really quickly. And we'll just grab some of these to get us started. And then a couple more. Oh no, somebody died! We'll check that out in just a second. Who passed away? Oh, Hua! Oh, my poor inbred pangolins. We will take care of them at some point in the near future too. We're getting better, guys. Part of the really nice appeal about what we're up to is that you can see how we are improving our way of handling the zoo as the days go by. Alright. And this will be... Hercules' waterfall? I feel like I want his monuments and things to be a little bit more obvious. Out in the public instead of just at the back here. So this will just be like unnamed waterfall. And we'll put down some ferns under some of these things. Go. A few more tropical rocks. It's so nice to make something beautiful, isn't it? And look at the bongos jump around. I hope that they'll be happy too. You know, I didn't know that bongos are really shy and like to hide in the woods. But I guess that's how I would probably describe animals. If someone asked me to describe like some of the deer that are native to North America, I would probably say some of them are pretty shy. Not all of them though. Chips and I actually just went on a late walk, like as the moon was rising the other day. And we were laughing and talking and joking with each other and talking about our upcoming wedding. And then all of a sudden we looked up and there were just a ton of white-tailed deer all around us. We had gotten quiet just as we walked up, so they didn't realize we were there. But we stayed quiet and we realized the longer we looked, the more deer we were finding. And we were suddenly standing in a group of probably 20 or 30 deer that we could just barely make out in the rising moonlight. And they had come out to eat the grass in the park that we were walking through. And it was just a beautiful and special moment. I really loved it. Alright, and here's this. Nice. Let's go ahead and get some... Let's see, special effects. We want some water. Blueprints off. And we'll put in a few splashy pieces. There we go. And Let's grab another one. Splash large. That's more like jet splash. Oh, that's a little bit more like it. Waterfall bottom. There we go. Oh, and now my Galapagos giant tortoises, out of all of the animals that you would expect to start fighting, are the ones who are, like, fighting. It really constantly amuses me that of all the animals we have, our tortoises are the most aggressive. Alright, that's the top of the waterfall. This is midsection. There we go. Up and back a little, so you can see some of the rocks that are back there. But yeah, it was just really, really beautiful to suddenly realize that we were standing around a whole bunch of deer. And there, alright. I'm pretty happy with that. Now we have a gorgeous little waterfall that is, oh, the gyro! Oh, that's so funny. That is so funny. Let's reset this enrichment. The pygmy hippos are having a good time with it. They're very happy with that enrichment. But there we go. So now we'll have a really beautiful waterfall that people can see back here. And we're going to start adding it to this section some more so that hopefully the animals will feel really relaxed and stay out where people can see them. And we can transform this into a beautiful oasis that will have refreshing drinks and some very interesting animals over in this little exhibit. But alright guys, thank you so much for joining me. I am so happy that the new computer is working so smoothly. This is the very first episode I'm trying to record on it, so we'll see how it works. I have all of my fingers crossed. And, oh, I'm just really proud about this zoo, and I can't wait to see where it will take us as the months go by. So, thank you guys so much. I can't wait to see you next time. Do please leave a like to add some lily pads to our beautiful pond that is now rushing by in beautiful FPS. And if you would like to join us on this and thousands more adventures, do please consider subscribing. But most importantly, my friends, stay curious. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye!